very good morning or afternoon, whichever part of the day you are listening to this broadcast. This is Blog 2. I'm Robert Amar from the Situation Room. This week, I want to deal with a more specific issue, and that issue is the issue of crime. You recall that recently one person escaped from the prison in Port-of-Spain. A prison that should not be there in the first place, not at this stage of our development as a nation. Can you imagine that in Trinidad, we now still have this prison on Frederick Street, occupying premium real estate that could be used for other things, while we have a massive prison developed and built at Orange Grove that is supposed to have been high security. Your guess is as good as mine. Have they been able to regularize and rectify all of the problems? That includes not even having facilities for people who go to visit incarcerated Trinbagonians. We talk about development. Mind you, I'm not saying to build them an air-conditioned pavilion so that they can have comfort while we suffer. But I'm saying after all these years, one would at least have hoped that they would have been able to put in facilities to cater for the nationals who unfortunately have incarcerated nationals behind the walls. We look at the situation in Trinidad and Tobago. At the beginning of this year, it seemed as if though murders was on the fall. The murders seem to have escalated based on days, the number of people that have died. And when you think about it, is it fair to us as true, honest citizens of Trinidad and Tobago that we should be living in the fear that a prisoner could get away and we could end up having that same prisoner knocking on our doors? I give the police some credit for apprehending the murderer in the Woodbrook area at a popular bar. We don't know which bar it is was entertaining a murderer. And one would hope that the authorities would pay attention to that bar, because who knows, that bar may very well be harboring other fugitives or criminals. The major problem that we have to face is whether our legal system is really working or not working. I put it to you that the legal system is flawed. It seems to be working in the best interest of the criminal. Only a couple of days ago, we are seeing the signs that there is going to be a potential failure of the system. You might be saying, what is he referring to? I'm referring to the pending sentencing of an individual in Trinidad and Tobago that is high profile. A young man who has already gone out there and told people, I'll be there, don't worry. Marshal Monday and I'll be there to perform for you. Mind you, we didn't see the same sort of issues handled in the Basdeo Pande matter. Let us for one reason think that on the sentencing day he sentenced. Has the lawyers already filed papers to appeal the matter? Will he serve any time? I'm not professing that he should serve time. It's not my job. I'm not the magistrate. But it's the magistrate's responsibility to make sure is enforced in accordance with what the law book says. I told you about a man that stole gru beef. Hear what I'm saying? Gru beef. I mean, they don't even eat that in the country again. They may not even have many gru beef trees. Gru beef. He went to jail for 8 months for stealing gru beef. The magistrate didn't even slap him on the hand and tell him, bad boy, you broke the rules. She sent him down And I go back to the Pandey matter. Remember that man was in jail, you know. Or even Frankie Boudram. But he was in jail too for stealing parts. And even myself, I could have been in jail too for stealing my own cars, as was professed by a gentleman who stole the cars from me that was working for me, but had a wise, cracking father as a lawyer. I said had, as if though he's gone. I mean have. Mind you, if this country has to move in the right direction, one of the foundation pillars that the Attorney General has to focus his attention on is how do we hang those sons of a guns that are sitting in our prisons, that are getting off, getting away, passing through the bars, scaling the wall, and running and hiding for at least 72 hours before they are found. Imagine if that guy had connections, where he would have been today. He might have been a national in Venezuela. Who knows? The murder situation in the country is at a point where neither you nor I shall accept it. We should be clamoring for the government to do what the statute books has said. And that is, pop their necks. Hang them now. Bring back at least the sanity in TNT. But then the Attorney General and the Prime Minister, two peas in a pod. Are they going to make a difference? He's brave enough to sue Orville London for the Milshirv. But then again, he told us, didn't he? He is not a lawyer that deals with matters of the nature of criminality. Maybe it's time he went back and upgraded his legal position. Become a criminal lawyer. Because the white-collar crime issue is really not causing the country any major pain. What is causing the country major pain is the criminal deviant behavior. And before I end, you see this wrecking system in this country? It is wrecking a havoc on everyone. The latest was a woman who went to pick up her children. And I understand the wrecker had no mercy. I intend to write to the traffic department, copy to the mayor. You see, because that uncaring attitude is the start of the destruction of the civility of Trinidad and Tobago. Next time you'll hear from me will be 1 week from today. My apologies this week. But look out, because Tobago and the President will be the next things on the agenda. Now if you're smart, you will tune in. If you're not smart, you will find out from people what's the smart thing to do. And if you're not smart or smart, you will do exactly what you're doing. Viewing this blog and sending me your views so that we can address the issues of tomorrow. I'm Robert Amar from the Situation Room. You have a great week. Bye.
Register now for the Carnival Band Charm. 19 Derbertile Street, Woodbrook. 10 great sections.
All inclusive.
No sitting on the ground for lunch. No stretching for your drinks at the bar. And our 3-tier security system that permits only costume patrons in the band. It's going to be fun with the music from iconic DJs of More FM.
Charm 2013.
Robert and Sharon Amar's Carnival presentation. Charm. The Carnival Magical Experience. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Charm Carnival.